chaos has arrived. We got an extra child and an extra adult.
Not chaos.
Hopefully she takes care of some of the chaos. And then, them.
Well, they are chaos.
Tonight we are smoking some chicken on our new Weber Smoky Joe Jr. So, started with some chicken legs, getting that going. The legs take the longest, so just, you know, charcoal grilling has been a part of our camping experience for a while now, but tired of the cheap grill. I think this ought to cook things quicker and be more smoky flavored because everything stays inside there. So pretty stoked about that. Got the camp stove set up. Yeah, all in all, I mean, it's not the greatest sight ever, but it's a beautiful sight here. Peaceful when traffic's not going by, and it's really not too bad. Just in general, enjoying the boondocking experience. My charcoal cooking skills are mediocre at best. I used this grill the other day at home to test it, just to make sure that I knew what I was doing, and it seemed to work fine at the house. But whatever I did here today just didn't pan out. It's taken forever for the chicken to cook, like an hour. Some of the legs and stuff still aren't done, so I don't know. It's like not even really that hot. It's getting hotter. I don't know. It's like the charcoal unlit itself and it's taken a while to like relit. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't really matter. It is starting to do something, so that's good. I got a couple of tenders done for the kids, so they're eating inside, and we're gonna kind of wrap things up here tonight. Today was a good day. Got to see a lot. I believe tomorrow we're gonna be doing the Ketchum Run Gorge Trail and just some more general boondocking conversation here at Site 724. Well, good morning, friends, and welcome to the Loyalsock. And for this hiking adventure today, I have brought with me my most loyal pair of socks. That's a joke. These are like brand new. They're not loyal whatsoever.
They are awesome. We tested them out at Dolly Sods, and if that's not a proving ground, I don't know what is.
Yeah, these are the Vermont socks. We both got some for our trip to the Sods. Yeah, I definitely approve. They were expensive though, weren't they?
I think $25 a pair. So expensive for a pair of socks, but like the quality is there.
Yeah.
So worth it.
So friends, the name Loyalsock actually has nothing to do with my socks, but according to my friends at Purple Lizard here, Loyalsock is derived from a Native American word, Lawissaquick, and that means Middle Creek. So get yourself a Purple Lizard map and come out and explore here at Loyalsock. Now, several years ago, we did a boondocking video, and there was a very heated argument in the comment section, which I definitely always encourage people to leave comments in our videos. But anyhow, in the title I said we was boondocking, and boondocking is generally a term RVers use to describe camping with no hookups. And we're RVers, and in places like this, we're camping with no hookups. Look, I'll show you. There's no electrical post, no water, no nothing. So that's boondocking to me. Now, why would this be confusing? Well, it's because here in Pennsylvania, they don't really classify this as boondocking. They call it motorized camping. And that is what Pennsylvania uses for terminology when you're camping next to a road with your vehicle. So it doesn't matter if you have a trailer here, you could be tent camping here or whatever, but your car is here with you. You're not out in the woods somewhere. You know, if you was out on the trail tent camping, that would be considered like dispersed camping. And I think in the video I might have called this dispersed camping, which in most other states and things like that, yeah, I mean, you're dispersed. Look, there's nobody else here except for us, so I call that dispersed. But that's not true to the state of Pennsylvania. This is a motorized campsite, DCNR, and you have to get a permit to be here. That's the other thing. You'll reserve these sites on Reserve America for $10 a night, plus a small administrative fee. You'll want to book them pretty far in advance for holiday weekends, but otherwise I think they're pretty easy to get a hold of. Just like the sign here says, this is Site 724 here in Loyalsock, and you do require a permit. So yeah, call it whatever you want. I'm not a real stickler for terminology, but I don't want people to get confused by the information shared in my videos. Without further ado, we are going to, with the help of our lizard map, head over to the Ketchum Run Gorge. There's supposed to be some vistas and some waterfalls. Now, I don't really know how long this hike is or is going to be. We're going to do it as an out and back, hoping to start over on Coal Mine Road, if we can find a place to park over near Coal Mine Road, because there's no designated parking, or at least not on the map. Yeah, we're going to go out, hopefully as far as the first waterfall, and then come back. Now, if you are here and you don't have small children and stuff, and you're ambitious, you could do this whole hike from here, do it as a loop. It'd be certainly doable, less than 10 miles, I imagine. There'd be some road walking, obviously, involved, because the trail doesn't start right here, but it is pretty close to where we're camped. It's a nice, cool morning, great morning to go on a little adventure. We're hoping to not be out too long. Are we ready?
You won't get in the truck. Also, where are his shoes in the truck?
They're in the truck.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Will, we're getting in the truck. Like I said in last week's episode, kind of like herding a cat. They just don't listen. We are now at the trail. We are at, I think this is the Loyalsock Trail, actually. The goal is to find the upper Alpine View and the lower Alpine View, and not forget the name of the waterfall, but it's down here too. This is right off of Coal Mine Road. When I was down at the state park yesterday hiking, we were on a section of this trail, and it's very well marked down there for sure. Up here it's marked with the same yellow circles with the LT on it, and hopefully it's well marked up here as well. And it looks to be, this is hiking only, no horses, no bicycles. Well, friends, look at this over here. What a fantastic view, and we didn't have to walk very far to get it. I can't imagine it's been more than a quarter mile or so. But I believe this is Upper Alpine View. I'll confirm with the map here shortly. Now, not much to see on the trail coming to here, and it's a fairly rugged trail. Not as family friendly as the one down at World's End we was on yesterday, but it's not too bad. The kids have been fine. Yes, friends, indeed, this was Alpine View, and I know this because there's a sign that says Alpine View. It is very pretty. You can see good long ways out from here. Be a good camp spot as well, as you can see. People do use it. This Loyalsock Trail, I mean, it's a backpacking thing. It's very long. It's definitely not a day hike, but I can't even imagine how scenic it would be. So, for my backpacking friends, if you're looking for ideas, this would be a good one. I know the old loggers path is up near here as well. The scenery up here, I could spend weeks up here and not see everything that I want to see, and the more I look at the map, the more interesting things I find, and you can't do it all. So we've entered into this kind of ferny hillside area. Very pretty, very lush green. This is kind of a steep section of trail, as we were told that it would be. And of course the map, topographical map, you can tell this was going to be a steep area. That's how you get from Vistas to Waterfalls on the same trail. You got to go up or down or some such thing. Friends, there's just something to love about spring. If you can hear it past the children making noise. There's just birds chirping everywhere. We've been listening to it. We've been listening to it all morning when we were up at the camper. Now here there's some woodpeckers, and just look how lush and green everything is. It sounds like spring. It's a beautiful day to be out in the forest, Memorial Day weekend. We've only seen one other hiker on the trail, so, you know, solitude is nice on holiday weekend. Alright, well, we have made our way to the lower Alpine view, which is an awesome one out there. Just looking at the map here, the Hills Grove covered bridge that we're going to probably take you to in next week's episode is just over there. You can't quite see it from here, but that's the direction we're looking at. And then Forksville is back the other way. We're also going to take you there tomorrow, hopefully. We're going to split up, though, for the remainder of the hike. Rachel and Will are probably going to stick around here for a little bit and then head back. And then Sarah and I are going to keep on going because we want to make it down to Road Armstrong Falls, which is on Ketchum Run, which is just below us here. There's several waterfalls, actually, on this stream, but we're just going to go down to the first one. I think it's the only named one, so I'm sure it's the best. At some point, maybe at a later date, we'll do some more stream hiking around here and see some of these waterfalls. There's a ton of them on this run that comes through here. So friends, this section of trail here has just turned into a horrid swamp. As you can see, Sarah's trying to go that way. I mean, we're just trying to stay out of it as much as possible. But man, I'll tell you, there's enough of mud here, that's one thing for sure. I can tell too that maybe not as many people come back this way. Maybe people walk down to this Alpine views and that's it. But yeah, various, you know, footpaths and things going every which way, trying to get around this swamp. So after traversing the swamp, we just followed this flat grade, some sort of logging road or grade or something, for quite a long ways. Easy walking, easy to make some time. The falls should just be below us. We're about to descend off of the grade, which continues that way, but the trail we're on is going to go down this way, so the falls ought to be just down below. Well, this ought to be interesting. We're going to keep going this way because I think it's shorter, and we'll just see how it goes. So, I always start to get concerned when I don't see blazes on a trail where I've been previously seeing blazes. So, I'm very, very confused right now. We've been walking down this grade, logging road, whatever it is. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any trail markers in a little while. So, I'm not sure. The Ketchum Run is just below me. I can see it. I don't think we should have had to have walked very far this way. So, yeah, I don't know. And there doesn't seem to be a lot of foot traffic here either. So I don't know. We're going to go ahead a little bit more, but we might have to just turn around. Alright, so it definitely turns out that my concerns of not being on the trail were very valid. We should have been at the waterfall by now, for one thing. And we're not. This is definitely not the trail. We basically just ran into some posted signs. But this Loyalsock trail, from what we've experienced so far, has been quite well maintained and easy to follow. Somewhere I missed something, but like I should have known once we was having to like crawl over like logs and things that we were not on the path anymore. So I don't know where the right path is. We got to try to find it. The waterfall ought to be just down here someplace. Now my concern is getting back to the right trail, and But actually, I think we might be on private property right at the moment. So that's not encouraging. I don't know. I'm very confused. But like this, when you start to see stuff like this on a trail that was very well maintained prior, you know you're not in the right spot anymore. But if we're on private property, I want to get off. Okay, so we were definitely on private property. There's a posted sign there. So we did something wrong. You can tell the white paint on the trees here. That's the state forest land markings. So I'm going to take a look at the map, sit here on this rock for a second, wait for Sarah to catch up, hopefully soon. Yeah, you got to pay attention to what you're doing, and I should have been paying more attention. Some of these trails, they follow these logging roads and such, and the road keeps going and the trail goes another way. It's usually very well marked. I probably missed something very obvious, but this is not the first time that this has happened. Friends, this was a really costly mistake. Someone piled some stuff up in the middle of the trail. Be on the lookout for stuff like that. That means you shouldn't keep going that way. You gotta pay attention to your blazes, man. You got to. I feel so dumb. I mean, we do this all the time, and we keep doing the same dumb things. And now I've kind of lost Sarah's momentum. We're losing time. We lost a lot of time. I mean, that cost us a good 20 minutes, maybe more. Probably more. I don't know. We're so close to the falls. We got to go down now, but we also got to get back to the camper. And of course, there's no cell phone service either. So Rachel's going to be wondering what happened to us. These are all things that you need to be aware of when you're out in the woods. Be smart. Pay attention to signage. Look up. If something doesn't look right, then don't keep going. Friends, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think that there's any camera in the world that can really capture this place right now. It's really bright this way. But it's just something about it here. It really will calm your nerves and bring you to peace, even in a stressful situation. Getting here was difficult. Really difficult. Really worth it. Very pretty falls. Very photogenic. And look at all the sunlight and stuff coming through, pouring through here, reflecting off of various things. It's awesome. I'm gonna get some more shots of it as quickly as we can. Look where we had to come down to get to here. The ladder that it speaks of is over there. So the way we went, we didn't have to come down the ladder to get here. We might go up the ladder and go up the trail the other way. Make a loop out of it, because I think it'd be cool to go up that way. Alright, so I believe if you were to continue on the trail, whichever way the trail goes from here, there's several more waterfalls that you'll find, and there's a lot more waterfalls upstream on this creek, very close to where we're camped. So like I said, a lot to explore in the area. We're going to be taking the alternate route back up. It should be shorter, actually, I think. We'll see. But we need to get back to the truck. This affair's over. I cost us a lot of time by making that mistake. You should be able to tell. I mean, like, it's very clearly marked. Look, trees. I piled a whole bunch of stuff, more stuff up where we went the wrong way, try to help other people, but I don't know what I was thinking. Well, boy, oh boy, that was fun. This is a nice little hemlock grove here right above the falls. We're kind of taking that alternate route back up, which is a good way for you to go down, to be honest. Then you just climb down the ladder as opposed to up to it. It's pretty in here. We need to try to boogie, get back up to the top. I bet you they're worried about us. And there's no cell phone service around here. I'm going to put the camera away though and just try to get going. Maybe I'll have her carry the camera and I'll carry her. Something. Because I'd like to get a move on here. We're going to catch up with you back at the truck. We've got more to this day. Don't think that this is all for this episode. But it'll probably be some easier going things. We're not hiking anymore, that's for sure. Alright, so I'm sitting here where we came down where all the ferns are. It's only 75.6 degrees. I'd love to know what the humidity is. Probably something absurd. Yeah. Be nice if this thing showed that. Sarah's gonna catch up to me. I'm gonna carry her for a bit. Back up to Rachel's up at the First View waiting for us. There is cell phone service in this vicinity, so I was able to call her. Everything's good. We just gotta get up there and get some water. Rachel has all the provisions. Alright, so we have been reunited with the family up here at Alpine View. Everybody's got snacks and catching caterpillars, so everybody's happy. We're gonna go back over to the campsite, get some showers, get cleaned up. Rachel and William are gonna go to the laundromat because we've been having some dirty clothes issues. Sarah might go with them, Sarah might not, or Sarah might come with me fishing. We'll see. I don't know what we're doing, or if we're even doing anything. So this evening we're trying to cook some steaks. We're hoping to have a little more success than last night, but there's potential, if you look at the sky, potential storm rolling in. So I don't know what kind of problems that may cause for our situation. At the best case scenario, it's just taken away our solar. Now I should tell you that so far we've had a very good experience with the solar and the stuff with the rig. The 2 golf cart batteries, they've pretty much been full the entire time, keeping the fridge going and all that stuff. We have not had to fire up the generator at all, so that's a plus. So much so that the generator, I had it filled up completely with gas, and maybe that wasn't the smartest thing. It leaked some gas in my truck, so I put it in here so that it wouldn't be bouncing around and stuff as we're driving around tomorrow. So if I can get this charcoal going, we're gonna fire up the grill. I got some steaks, some deer steaks actually, and so that's kind of the plan here. Rachel did end up finding a laundromat a good ways away. It was like an hour up north someplace. Towanda. So we do have some stuff kind of hanging. She didn't dry it there. If it does decide to rain, we're gonna have to hurry and get all that stuff put in real quick. I can't tell what it's doing. The clouds are moving extremely slow, so I have a feeling maybe if we get hit, we're gonna get hit pretty good. If you're not interested in our cooking or our laundry, you can skip forward a bit. We are gonna go down to the overlook this evening, probably. It's supposed to be a good sunset spot. If it's this cloudy though, you ain't getting no sunset. You might get some color, who knows? If it turns out to be crap tonight, we'll go tomorrow. Rain is here. I don't know, it looks to me like it's gonna get pretty bad. Ow, that's hot.
What's hot? What are you cooking?
Alright, so the back straps are cooking. I burnt myself. It's funny, yesterday nothing was hot and you could touch anything you wanted. Today it's hot. So, like, I have a glove that I ought to be using to turn these things. Maybe I ought to find where that's at. I did bring the awning in a little bit because I was worried about it. I think it could get windy in a hurry up on top of this ridge here. So dinner today worked out fantastic actually. And if you look at that backstrap, it's cooked to perfection. And I have no idea what I did wrong yesterday. but I pretty much did the same thing today, and it worked.
I think you let the charcoal get started better.
I think I might have let the charcoal cook a little more in the chimney before I stuck it in the grill, and hopefully that helped. But it's 7:04 and we're eating dinner today, and we started about the same time as yet. Now, chicken could have taken a little longer to cook than this, but we're using paper plates because we're boondocking. That's not really a normal thing for us, but we want to conserve water as much as we can.
It's normal for the children from now on. I have to say, I do like...
Yeah, and we're just using the little ones, so it's not that wasteful. We've got some cheddar broccoli pasta on the stove and some corn that we're heating up. So it should be a good meal once it's all said and done. So pretty stoked about it. Happy it worked. Rachel and I was just saying, if we were still in our wildwood, when it rains like this, it was a miserable experience. So we're super stoked about the space in the new rig, even though the kids are still in the kitchen when they ain't supposed to be. And the dogs won't stay on their beds where they're supposed to be. And with all these windows, when you're boondocking and you can't run the AC, the windows is nice because you get a breeze from every which place. That helps as well. Batteries are 2/3 now. Obviously not picking up any solar. And when the fridge kicks on or whatever, that pulls in it. We're in a good spot to view a storm. That's what we're in. The Salem view, we're viewing storm. So it's kind of cool. So friends, this here's the spot. High knob overlook, but not much to see here today. Alright, so pardon the fact that it's a total disaster in here. We got laundry hanging in here because it's raining outside.
Laundry is literally hanging off of every possible surface.
But how was dinner? What did you think of the deer meat?
It was really good.
See, I can cook. But we're out. So, World's End State Park, next week's episode. We'll see you then.
See you then.